Does Amazon's announcement that they are rebranding Epix to MGM Plus suddenly make a lot of the rumors we've been hearing about Stargate make a little bit more sense?
Indeed it does.
Welcome to Sidetrack, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. So a couple of days ago, Amazon and MGM announced that they are rebranding their Epix streaming service, and they are now calling it MGM Plus. That's original. Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, MGM Plus. Okay, I see where they're going here.
Shouldn't there have been a memo or something?
But that got me thinking. This announcement didn't really make sense to me initially, but does it actually suddenly put a lot of the Stargate rumors into a slightly different light and make them make a little bit more sense? Well, the more I think about it, the more I think it does. So first of all, my instinct on this one was, why are Amazon doing this? We assumed they were just going to absorb everything from MGM into Amazon Prime. That is, at the end of the day, their premium streaming service. But maybe that was never actually the plan. Maybe the plan was to take Epix and turn that into a competitive streaming service on its own.
You want to take that chance, Harry? You want to roll those dice?
Now, all of a sudden, we can ignore what they're doing with Amazon Prime because we need to start looking at Epix instead. Now, MGM have already announced 4 new shows, and none of them are Stargate. Now, I actually read the story on Gateworld about this, and, the disappointment that none of them are Stargate and the confusion. But if you are a regular Sidetracker, you should already kind of know why they've not announced Stargate, because they're not ready. They don't quite know what to do with Stargate. They're not even 100% certain they want to push forwards with it. But a rumor I heard about 6 months ago that I told you on this channel at the time was that I heard Amazon never intended to put Stargate, at least initially, on Amazon Prime, that they had an idea to put it somewhere else. Now, then a rumor came around, I think mostly on Gateworld, that maybe they were going to put it on Freevee, a channel on Amazon Prime where they put a lot of new content, and they are commissioning new things for that channel where they have adverts on there. So it actually is a free-to-view channel. Now, that made no sense to me, really. This is going to be a big, very expensive project in Stargate. We're looking at $10 million an episode, at least $100 million minimum for the first season. That's going to be a big investment. I couldn't see them putting something so prestigious and something that will have so much interest on Freevee. But what I could see is them putting it on the new Epix or MGM Plus channel. Now, you've got to remember, MGM doesn't just own MGM intellectual properties. It owns United Artists. It also owns Orion Pictures. So Epix actually does have an awful lot of not just MGM, but products from those as well. They also have lots of deals through Epix for smaller production companies, smaller studios, all of these things that Amazon then bought. Epix, compared to even Amazon Prime, HBO Max, etc., is quite a small channel at the moment. But head of that channel, Stephen Wright, has already made comments about how excited he is and how much investment Amazon are willing to put into this project. Now, I would argue they wouldn't be bothering with this rebranding if they weren't really planning on trying to make Epix MGM Plus a really big competitive streaming service in its own right. And it would also explain why Amazon Prime aren't really pushing and aren't desperate to get all the MGM back products, including Stargate, on Amazon Prime as quickly as possible, something that we all expected them to do almost immediately, because they never intended it to go on Amazon Prime in the first place. They were hoping to get it onto MGM Plus. Oh, by the way, if you do like the content, please consider hitting the join button and becoming a fully fledged Sidetracker. You can also go to side-track.com and pick marvelous merchandise. All of these little things really help the channel. Also, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and share the video wherever the hell you want. Now, the rumor I heard 6 months ago suddenly makes sense. They never intended for it to go on Amazon Prime or Freevee. They were waiting for it to go on to MGM Plus. So why haven't they announced it? Well, like I say, if you're a regular Sidetracker, you know they're not ready. Another reason, though, is that ePix isn't moving over to MGM Plus actually till January 15th, 2023. So I am certain between now and then we'll get little announcements from lots of different shows that they plan to put onto MGM Plus. But I don't think we'll get any really big announcements until either we get a little bit closer to the time or actually around the launch date of MGM Plus. They're going to want to maximize clicks on social media. So all of a sudden, another rumor that I heard makes maybe a little bit more sense, that we probably wouldn't hear anything about Stargate until the turn of the year. I was told even 2 or 3 months ago that it was going to be at least 6 months. And then I was told again, when we heard these rumors about new showrunners, etc., that we would hear something by around Christmas. Then we get this announcement that ePix is switching over to MGM Plus just after Christmas. Coincidence? Well, we're going to have to wait and see. And this is purely speculation. This is me, 2 + 2 = 4 a little bit. It might be a little bit 2 + 2 = 6 here, but hey, we've only got a couple of months until we're going to find out. So, fingers crossed. Hashtag we want Stargate. Let's hope that this is one more step towards that big announcement that we're all desperately waiting to hear, that Stargate new series has been greenlit. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out. Also, if you enjoy the content, consider hitting that join button because that really supports the channel. As always, please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.